guys, welcome back to Chop's Garage. And all of a sudden we're looking a bit empty again. The Honda CR-V. Hopefully all this makes sense to you guys. If you are new to my channel, then you'll need to go back and watch previous videos and find out what it's all about. My channel is all about trading as a small trade. It's just me and my unit and a space outside. I do have another unit next door. And I trade small cars as a general, although I've got some bigger ones at the moment. We were full up, but the Honda CR-V has just been picked up by Moores to take out to their customer to see if their customer wants to buy it or not. The 500C is being picked up in a minute. I need to go and pick them up from the train station. And the Nissan Qashqai is out this afternoon at about 3 o'clock. So we need to crack on and get the Polo cleaned and the Clio cleaned, get them parked up in here, start filling it back up again, because I think those will sell very quickly being small cars. And then I hope to get back the automatic Corsa soon. I've just got to drop the head back down to the guys at Moores, and we'll get the automatic Corsa back in. So Corsa, Clio, Polo will only have one spot. Hopefully we can get that little i10 into it. We've got to get Davey back for paint on that first. So yeah, it's starting to pick up, let's say, more expensive stuff, not particularly selling at the moment. Seems small 4x4s with, you know, either in very, very good condition, like the CR-V was excellent condition and it was the right car. People don't mind Hondas with the higher mileage, or really good spec, low mileage, small 4x4s seem to be the way to go. So it seems that we've found that small 4x4s will do as well for me as small cars. So maybe we need to stick to small cars and small 4x4s. Right, we're going to pick up the 500C customers from the train station now. We're going to take the Viva, get some charge back in the battery and that, because it's been sitting for a while now. Moved everything out into the sunshine. I'm going to have a rejig today. Unfortunately, I didn't catch that for you guys. As I was coming out, all the Hunts guys were out on their quad bikes. And as I came around the corner, they were waving me down. As I slowed down, didn't know what it's about. As I came around the corner, there was about 4 giant great stags came running over the hedge into the road and then jumped up the hedge the other side. So that's a nice bit of excitement. Yeah, we got them, when they got these hunts on, they just abandoning cars left, right and centre all over the place. And they're always, do you see all these 4x4s tearing around? They're all part of the hunt, and they'll just, there you go, here's a little quad one. They'll just abandon them on the side of the road wherever they want to watch what's going on. So you have to be on your toes big time. Make sure you don't end up coming around the corner hitting something. Here we go, we've got some more hanging around here. Yeah, it's all going on around here today. There we go, just straight out on this quad bike without a care in the world, right in the middle of the road. They're a nightmare, they really are. Anyway, this little Viva, I really don't know what the problem with it is, because it's such a nice drive. It's really good. This little 1 litre 3 cylinder's got plenty of pep. We've got loads of equipment. It's a brand new car basically, you know, 2017, it's only done 30,000 miles. It's like driving a brand new car. So yeah, I don't know what the score is, but this for sort of was it 6,995 I think you got it up for? For under 7 grand for a 2017 with 30,000 miles. High MPG, low road tax, and it's the top spec one, and you'd think it'd fly out the door. So here we are, Umberley train station, waiting for the customer. Look, 2 Yetis in the car park. One is a 4x4 actually. It's a lovely day, so I think I'll get on the old channel and answer some of your comments while I'm waiting for them to turn up. So Nissan's gone to now. Done the handover on that and taken this little one in part exchange, a 62 plate Suzuki Swift Sport. Only done 66,000 miles I think it's done. 2 keys. It's a lovely gunmetal grey. A little bit of damage down there for me to sort out, but it's got alloys, all colour coded mirror caps. That's a really nice metallic. Good looking little car this. It's going to come up nicely. Like I say, I think the mileage Mileage was... The mileage 66,000 miles. We got USB input, air conditioning, CD radio. It's all in nice nick in here, just needs a good clean. Got an MOT till July, I believe. All round electric windows, electric mirrors. Let's double unlock it. Got a chance to have a drive and have a look over this before. Obviously I took it in Part X. Did obviously go through the gears, make sure they're okay. So we've got, how much fuel have we got in this? I think we've got 3/4 of a tank. 3/4 of a tank, I feel a bit bad. There's only a 1/4 of a tank that I went out the let out the door, but there you go. So we'll drive that tonight and see how we get on with it. See what we think. Get that bit of paint work done down there. Get a new MOT on it. Should be a nice piece of stock, that. Especially it's the 1.2 with the lower road tax. So be a cracking first time car for someone. Don't know what they average to the gallon. I'll be interested in driving it. I haven't driven one with a 1.2 in, so I'll get the camera on the go when I drive it home tonight, and we'll see what I think of this compared to my 1.6 Sport. Move the Clio in so I can get hoovering that first thing in the morning. Just caught up with Moores. They have sold the Honda CR-V to their customer, so the CR-V's gone. Obviously I didn't make huge profit on that because I did cut Moores a deal, trade to trade deal, so they can make a decent margin out of it, because they're going to be picking up the slack on any obviously warranty issues with that going forwards. They did the MOT on it and I paid them to do the MOT on it, so they know the car's good to go, and I did the service on it, so it's actually retail ready for them. Fingers crossed they don't get any warranty claims on it. I think they're making a bit of money out of fitting a tow bar to it as well, but you know, I don't begrudge them making any money out of it because they're good to me, and I've made enough for me to be happy to just quickly turn it over, get it out the door and get the money back in the bank for the next one without any hassle of comeback on it. So yeah, so it seems like 4x4s are good to go, guys, or 4x4 style is good to go. We can mix that in along with the small stuff. Just obviously by own condition that Yeti's too much work. Too much work. The Honda was beautiful because it was such good nick already, and so was the Qashqai. So yeah, looks like little 4x4s is go to go alongside the small cars. Right, we're heading home in the Suzuki Swift trade-in. It's time to find out whether we got a nice little honest trade-in or whether we bought trouble or not, isn't it really? As I said, I did have a little drive of this before, but obviously not anything particularly long, just a whip round the block job. 66,000 miles, as I said. 1.2 seems, as it seems right now, it seems okay. Haven't driven one of these 1.2 ones before. Like I say, those of you who watch the channel regularly see me bombing around in my Suzuki Swift all the time, but it's my 1.6 Sport, so this has obviously got quite a lot less power. So I'll be interested to see how this 1.2 pulls on the hills compared to say the 1.2 Corsas, the 1.2 Clio, which is probably about the same sort of size. Being 5-door again, nice one. It should appeal to both first time buyers but also families that need a cheaper run around. So as we're going along, there's no knocks or bangs from the suspension. No noises at all really, other than the wind noise, to be fair. Steers nicely enough. It's really playing the steering. Seems quite a quiet little unit, at least at the moment, just pottering along. It'll be interesting when we get to the bends, see how it does with the corners, because the Swift Sport I drive, someone was telling me in the comments that they did a lot of strengthening in the chassis of the Sports. They didn't do in the other models. So I'll be interested to see if this is as tidy through the corners as the Sport is. Well, you know, I don't expect it to be as good, but see if some of the DNA is still there. So in a minute we're going to be coming up to a hill where most of the 1.2s start to struggle. I'm in 5th gear at the moment. Yeah, it turns in nicely. We're doing the national speed limit. It's 2,500 revs. That is lower than my 1.6 Sport actually. My 1.6 Sport is at 60 mph is over 3,000 revs, so the gearing's lower on this, which is going to be good for the economy. Now this is the hill that kills 1.2s normally. Normally as we get to the farm we have to drop it down a cog or two. It's a long old hill. We've dropped 5 mph. That's decent. That is actually really decent. For a 1.2 this size, that's good pulling power. There's not many make it up that hill without needing to drop it down a cog. When we took the Renault Clio out, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, that needed to drop down a cog. And the Corsa 1.2s definitely need to drop down a cog on that hill. Yeah, I'm liking this. There's a punchy little 1.2. I note when we got in the car that we only had a USB input. I couldn't see an auxiliary, but I've just noted there's a Bluetooth sign on the stereo here. So I don't know if that means I can play my music via Bluetooth. Oh, hang fire. We've got mobile phone connections down here. So it does actually have Bluetooth for the phone. Oh, that's cool, I missed that when we looked around it earlier. So a few corners coming through here. Unfortunately the person in front is going very slowly. So it drops down to 4th. Hey, that's decent. That is decent. That actually has got a lot in common with the Swift. It's got that sharp turn in, follows the line really nicely. There's a couple more further. So this one dips down and then turns in tight, and it's actually quite tight around here. But yeah, I tell you what, that is not far off the Sport at all. I can see why these are popular little cars. Well guys, I can't initially find anything wrong with it. Have we got a case where a genuine couple just wanted a bigger car for their new firstborn? For their firstborn. Could it be they were genuine and they had a good little car, but they just outgrew it? It'd be a first for me on a part exchange, wouldn't it? To have one that, well, apart from my subscribers with the Peugeot 108. Hi guys. I can't think of another part exchange that I've had in that didn't have quite a significant problem. On the face of it, like I say, it looks like they genuinely grew out of the car, needed something bigger, and I lucked out because I'm really enjoying this car. So what's the plan? Plan is, I can't remember, it's got quite a good service history. I don't think it's quite full, we'll have to look at that, but do a service most likely. I think there's going to be a chain driven, isn't it, this 1.2. So do oil filter, air filter, oil. Get Davey on that rear quarter, unless I get it done before he gets here. Touch that up. I think I noticed the rear light had a crack, so replace that rear light or swap it with mine because it's you know, perfectly functioning. It's just got a crack in it. Yeah, tractor's a big one here. So yeah, swap the rear light with mine if it fits, but I'm not sure it will. Because I think there was a facelift between or something. But anyway, get the rear light swapped out, get a bit of paint done on it, do a service on it, new MOT, because the MOT is till July, so new MOT, and then we'll have this one for retail. I think the retail for it, I think it's about £5 the retail for it. I think, if I remember correctly, it's about £5,000, yeah. But what we have to remember is with the Qashqai, I took this in part exchange against the Qashqai, so I actually haven't made any money out of the Qashqai. I'm actually in a minus on the Qashqai until this is sold. So whatever the retail for it might be, I do want a quick sale out of it to get my profit out of the Qashqai. So hopefully it'll be a quick sell. I would have thought it would be. I really would have thought it would be. This spec, this colour, the miles are good, history's good, £30 road tax. Yeah, I would hope it'll be a quick sale. We're just passing the sign for the Bell at Chittlehampton. I love that pub. I could quite happily go there on an evening night tonight and have a pint and a steak baguette. But I'm going to get home.